Love her once, love her forever. I think this is a concept that we don't really realize, and I think it also is important. A lot of us get into relationships without realizing the consequences of them, the side effects of them. So let's say, for example, you get out of a relationship with somebody who was not good for you. Despite them not being good for you, you'll still have some sort of feeling for them. Interestingly enough, I'm not sure what the root of this cause is. It's just simply human nature to make it real simple for you to digest. This then prompts the statement of choose who you love wisely. Right? Because if you know that a fact, if you get in a relationship with somebody and you break it off, you're going to think about them. And depending on who that person is, they're going to almost be a part of you forever. So let me be more specific here. Let's say you had a relationship for 2 years, like your high school crush or whatever, and you break up. Do you really think that you can just forget about that person? If your brother died, do you really think you could just forget about him? If your grandparent died, do you really think you could forget about them? Answer is no. I think some people are meant to not be forgotten. God forbid, whenever, a family member eventually does decease, knock on wood, I don't want to forget them because that person was important to me. Now, of course, on the other hand, if you choose somebody who you love and they're not important to you and they don't teach you any lessons, well, disregard them. I guess this message is not for you. But I think a lot of the times we can learn lessons from people. Sometimes there's lessons in disguise, but you just have to be cognizant of that. You have to be smart. So when you ask yourself, damn, why can't I forget about her? Well, maybe she was very important to you. And maybe she's a part of you forever. Is that really a bad thing? Because I think love does last forever. It's just human nature, to boil it down. So what's the greatest workaround to that? Simply choosing your love wisely. If you love somebody, or if you're getting into a relationship, let's make this more about relationships. If you're getting into a relationship, you have to understand if you spend 3 months with this person, it's gonna be a little bit, of course, dependent factor to factor. It's gonna take a while for you to learn from that, forget about them or whatever. But point being, the biggest takeaway to this video is date people, talk to people, nurture relationships with people who you don't want to forget. If you think somebody's bad for you, then stop hanging out with them because their imprint is going to be strong on you. So when you get into a relationship, make sure she's a good one.